Hi everyone. I'm gonna read an older poem that I haven't presented for a while. It's from my first book called Charms Against Lightning, and the poem is about a point. When I was a younger man, there was a point in my life when I wasn't sure I wanted to go on living, and was living in Seattle, and I was caught outside in a downpour, which made me feel even worse. And I was waiting for some kind of sign that I should keep on going. And an ergonomic bicycle went by. And in case you're unfamiliar, it's a reclining bicycle that allows the bicyclist to kind of lean back while moving along. And I thought, that's it. That's the sign. But then I felt, we have to make do with the signs we get. So this poem is called Distracted by an Ergonomic Bicycle. On a rainy morning in the worst year of my life, as icy islets shelled the street, I shared a tremor with a Doberman leashed to a post. We two were all the world until a bicyclist shot by, riding like a backward birth, feet first, in level, gentle ease, with the season's hard breath between his teeth. The rain was mostly ice, the sky mild and pale. I saw a milk carton bobbing by on a stream of melting sleet. A bicyclist. He rode away to his home, I guess. I went home, where I undressed, left my jacket where it fell, and slept for 2 days straight. But those clicking wheels kept clicking in my head. And though I can't say why, I felt not only not myself, but that I'd never been, that I was that man I hardly saw, hurling myself into the blast, and that everything I passed, dog, rain, cold, the other guy, I left in my wake like afterbirth. Thank you.
I'm the next reader. I'm Claire, thanks. So this is a new one, something I've been working on this summer. It's called Good Things Are Coming. On this steaming morning after a day of storms, we stopped to watch chainsaws divide a massive branch of willow oak that's fallen across the street and yet still lives in a sort of mid-state, separated from its body. Its flat green leaves point out the direction of the wind. It's here that my son tells me the story of Asclepius, healer of the sick, who brings the dead back to life. He's reading his way through the stars this summer, and it's got him thinking about swift punishments, irrevocable fates. No surprise, Zeus extinguishes Asclepius with a lightning bolt. He asks if the tree will live as we turn onto a street of condemned row homes where here and there Apollonia grows. From rifts in the sidewalk, a broken upper story window. On the cement-covered wall, a mural of teal-black block letters rises like a cymbal crash from a cloudy wash of pink. Good things are coming, it says, which is hard to believe in this neighborhood that's gasping, though I suppose it has something to do with perspective, like the voice of the believer milling a body from the brink. Alone in the room, she won't close the mouth of the dead. Instead, she kisses its forehead and begs, wait, just wait. Thanks. And our last open mic reader is Madison Miller. Thanks.
involved spending a lot of time in the woods and developed a bit of paranoia about ticks. And this is a poem about that. It's called Tick Check. Ambling through understory, dense with dangers, my heat and exhalation invite intruders. I defend myself with elixirs, but the small strangers retreat to the most concealed regions of my anatomy and travel home with me, undetected. So many summers before this one, I've spent avoiding the sight of myself, but now I stare at my body in the mirror, examine meticulously for trespassers. I study my own minutiae, inspect my armpit hair, crevices newfound and familiar. Any freckle could be an imposter. I run a search party through my scalp. I survey terrain I've long ignored and am now forced to reckon with. The texture of my shoulder blades, the flatness at my lower back. I reach for all my hiding places. Thank you.